Hello, everybody. I am Moldy, and this is Crashlands 2. If you've been with this channel since the beginning, and who am I kidding? Nobody has. Well, maybe somebody. I don't know. I don't know what you're into. Anyway, the very first video I ever did on this channel was Crashlands. And then later, when I actually figured out editing and had a better microphone, I went back and did a full series on the first Crashlands. And now, at long last, Crashlands 2 has come to us. And now, we are adventure mode. That is what we are. Also, I'm not sure how well I'm going to do playing the game with a controller. The first game was easily played entirely with a mouse, and the controller just seemed kind of redundant, but that's what I'm doing to myself this time. And maybe I'll switch over to just playing mouse, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. Some work toward greatness, others crash into it. Polari proverb. My first pet found the missing packages. Rough day, lol. Keeping it real with tack, save the planet. BFFs. The hero of Woanope. 37 under 37. Damn, you made a lot of magazine covers, didn't ya? Flux hired as chief brand ambassador to the galaxy. Busy schedule. Yeesh. No time off, it would seem. To whom it may concern, I quit. We going back to Woanope? Oh yeah, we are. Approaching planet Woanope. Arriving! It has been quite some time since I was here. Okay, we all good. Never mind. Wouldn't be quite the beginning of the game if we didn't go crashing our asses into the planet. Well, shit. Good enough. I like how it says fragile on the door to our escape pod. Bye! And I guess the ship we were on is just gone. Faded into darkness. Crashlands 2. I don't remember there being a tower in the first game, but there might have been. It's been years since I last played. Yes. And that sounds like the sound of my ribcage shooting out of my face. Okay, there's ribcage sounds. Ow, my kidneys. Exactly what I was going to say. Juice box? I said, ow, my kidneys. Hexes. I gotta find Juice box. If he's stuck outside all night, I'll never hear the end of it. I hope he's okay. Anything I can do with my escape pod? Scrap it for materials? Nope, probably not. Okay, I got a dash. That's new. Well, I hit a frog. And I got a stick. Frog and stick. That thing has a glorious mustache. Now where, oh where, might juice box landed? Use my juke ability to get across water. Okay. Ray blades. Those sound interesting. Broken down house. Looks like this cabin got blown apart by something. What could have done that? Good question. Best not dwell on it. I have to find juice box. I could probably also use this workbench here to make something. Nothing to see here yet. Damn. I'd really like to see things. The crash landing ripped up the terrain around here. Maybe I'll find juice box if I follow one of these mud trails. Well, it's distinctly passable. Whee! I'm not gonna be able to get past this tube. Grass. That feels accurate. Can't get past this tube grass without a tool that can cut. Well, I just happen to be picking up a lot of ray blades and fucking sticks and stuff. Does that mean I'm able to make stuff now? Nope. So, this way perhaps? Ray roots? What are these things sprouting flowers as soon as I go running away? Can't go ripping you out of the ground. I can rip this out of the ground. It doesn't help me, I just felt like ripping. Hello. Stop right there, you alien. Flux, thanks, Schrodinger, you found me. Hey, we're not aliens. Well, I guess technically. Y'all just fell from the sky and blew up my cabin. That's some A-grade alien behavior. I would know. I seen it before. That was your cabin? Hexes, I'm sorry about that. I didn't do that on purpose. Purposeful or not, my home's destroyed. No, you're right. Let me start over. I'm Flux Dabes, the hero of Woanope. Reckon people's houses don't seem too heroic to me. We're here to surprise some friends, but when we entered Woanope's orbit, a huge energy beam shot us right out of space. Y'all do seem more friendly than the other aliens I seen. Fine, let's say I believe you for the moment. Name's Grawl of the Petalwall Grove. Formerly the Petalwall Grove. Happy to make your acquaintance, even if the circumstances aren't ideal. Yeah, we're all happy to meet each other now. That all the pleasantries are out of the way, how about getting me out of this ring of bulbous trees? Don't know why you'd want a free-line mouthing box, but if you do, I got an idea about that. Let's head back to my cabin and I'll tell you all about it. Yeah, hang tight, juice box. We'll get you out of there eventually. I love Flux's run cycle here. I've always loved Butterscotch shenanigans as developers. I'm sorry again about your cabin, Grawl. Property destruction's not my usual thing. I suppose you don't seem all bad. You're polite enough, and most of the purpley flowers I've come across are trustworthy. What if I undestroyed your cabin? That's the least I can do. Appreciate the sentiment, but you're getting a little ahead of yourself. You can't go hauling off into these marshy lands unprepared. First, you'll need something that'll help you clear the brush around Marla's mantle. I'll teach you how to make a ray shetty. You'll have to gather the materials, but once you do, you can use my workbench to craft it. It was spared when you exploded all my worldly possessions. Okay, so I might already have the materials for that ray shetty. And let's hit the wrong damn button there. Yeah, I do have the materials for it. Let's just assemble the fuck out of that. Ray shetty. It's a plant chopper. Hey, that ray shetty's not half bad. Thanks, I can't wait to test this thing out. A ray shetty's blade is sharp enough to slice through any plant in the mantle. Go test it on those popwoods round your friend, or goop cube. Heh, it's Juice Box, but you should totally call him Goop Cube once I free him. We can talk about rebuilding your cabin.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Okay, how do I equip things? It's already equipped. So if I walk up to you and I just... okay, there we go. Okay, that's how we do things. I assume this thing works well as a weapon and I can go chopping people's faces off with it. Help, help, I'm being repressed. Yeah, I'll unrepress the fuck out of you, juice box. You get out there. Fresh air. Now I can finally stretch out this cramp in my antenna. You've been outside this whole time. But seriously, are you okay? Who cares about how I'm doing? What about all our stuff? Did you grab any of it? Nope. Didn't have time, what with the escape pod malfunctioning and all. Not even my bobbleheads, but I finally completed the Starstruck collection. Oh, when I find out what hit us, I'm going to wreak my vengeance! Your nemesis detection calibration seems off. Don't worry about that. Worry about revenge and shelter. Let's head to that grumpy Tendram's cabin. The cabin I demolished? The cabin the crash pod demolished. With my supervision, Grawl's know-how, and your strong back, we can rebuild it, probably. Yes, very probably. Now let's go see about rebuilding Dude's cabin. Ooh, you brought the box with you. Jeez, Flux, you weren't kidding when you said wrecked Grawl's house. I mean, absolutely destroyed. Good thing I'm here now. We can really get this engineering project underway. You're an engineer. Even better. I'm a supervisor. I give out directions and let other people do the work. Then I get to take all the credit. I can tell the first thing we're gonna need is a good foundation to build on. We need more floors in place. Don't need a supervisor to tell me that. That's as clear as the dirt under your feet. I don't have feet. Besides, I already got a hunch about how the potbark flat planks are put together. Well then, Grawl's new inside available interact with the workbench to begin the discovery process and unlock floors. So, basic flooring. Researching. Finish. Okay, so now we make floors. Floors. Missing materials. Damn. Those potbark flat plank floors are mighty fine. Getting them slotted in will take some work, though. It'll be a piece of cake with my handy-dandy space wrench. Ta-da! That I don't fucking have, apparently. Your what? My space wrench. It must have been flung out of the pod during the crash. My poor baby. It must be so scared out there, all alone. What if I never see it again? Oh, that old thing? I have it. What? You had the wrenchy? You had wrenchy this whole time, and you didn't say anything? I need that wrench. I've been through so much with that wrench. That wrench has gone places. Places that it should never speak of again. And you just didn't give it back to me. I was waiting for the most opportune moment to reveal it. Any minute now. Give me my space wrench, you fiend! Ta-da! My sweet, sweet space wrench. How I've missed you. Time to show Grawl what you can do. So, wrench. Space wrench. It is a wrench. Okay, so how do I space wrench with a controller? I have yet to figure that out. I can click on it. Oh, it's the fucking back button. This might actually be easier with the mouse and keyboard. So there's a floor, floor, floor. Here's a little bit of floor for you. There you go. I admit your pal Wrenchy seems pretty useful. More useful than some of your other companions anyhow. I supervised. Yep, you sure did. Keep telling yourself that, little box. Some people need all the self-reassurance they can get. I salvaged a few of the cabin walls, figured out how they put together tubers, trying to work out how to get them placed, but I guess I can leave that to you now. The rest of these house parts are more complicated though, and I ain't a carpenter by any means. How'd you build your cabin the first time? The folks up at Harlepole helped me out, but Rosa probably ain't got the time to help us rebuild my house on account of all the newcomers. She don't need any more on her plate. Flux can go to Harlepole and ask Rosa for you. Let's not. Happy to help. Yeah, first, let me get this pop wall recipe going. And do I have self-defense? Yeah, I can research the hell out of you. That would be a much more effective weapon against enemies rather than plants. Killing plants has never been a huge priority. Incredible. And for you, I need some things. Ray blades and this. I gotta kill creep thorns for that, though. Anyway, so pop walls. I'll craft some of those for you. And then we can... Yep. Pop walls. I'll rebuild your cabin before you know it. There you go. There's some walls for you. You're getting your house put back together, all right. Missing structural support. Too far from supporting pillars. Well, I did put the walls down. I just don't have any... Open my map to find a Harlepole map. That is a map, all right. There's my crash pod. And I guess Harlepole is over there. Quests, the best defense, blah blah doo, make a thingamabob. That's how that works. And give me some of them ray blades. And your ray roots. Take that, plant. You will feed me the power I need. What's that shiny box over there? I bet there's something good inside. Yeah, probably, but first, we gotta get across. And you got some things that I need if I'm going to be making some thingamajiggies. Now, let me... Aggressive harvesting, leaf cutter bomb. Not now. I will research that later, but I need more ray blades and more... whatever this thing is. Creep leaf. Creep leaf. Ray blades, creep leaves. There we go. That's plenty of creep leaf. Probably not quite enough to be making my stuff and things. Or is it? It is not. It is not enough stuff. I need more stuff if I'm going to be doing my stuff and things. And I could also stand to have more of you boys in my inventory. Now, let's cut our way through this tube grass. And what are these? Pan flaps, healing stuff, it is food. And you seem to be something I can cook things with. That looks very cooking pan-like. Spacewalk. Yes. You spacewalk to stun creatures and get an edge in combat or just escape. Okay. Speaking of creatures, there's one right there. And whack! Ah, stupid! I can't hurt you with my thing. My Raychetti is good for cutting plants, not flesh. That's fine and dandy. Now you just bonk. Ah, stupid. You can't catch me, I'm too fast for yous. God damn, it feels good to be back on this wacky-ass planet. Nothing has ever felt so right to me. Now, do I have enough stuff to make my murder weapon? Probably not. Yeah, I still need more creep leaf. Not enough of that creep leaf. At least these creatures aren't aggressive unless I make them aggressive. We don't have any call for unnecessary aggression right now. But if I do end up needing bits and pieces of their bodies, then I can stand to have a weapon with which to cut their faces off. And that weapon, I'm still short on materials for, god damn it! Ray Blade Shanker. Now, let's have ya. I'm good to kill now. Oh yeah, son. That's my weapon, alright. I am able to murder things. And I can't go my first day on Woanope without killing something. And this sumbitch just happened to be my first unlucky target. Yep. Ha, stupid. I'm too jukey for you, ow. You hurt me. I eat me a pan flap. I'm getting health back. Don't you dare try to do anything to stop me. And wonk. Now, I cut you up. I slapped you. That's not a cut. That's a slap. There, now that's a cut. There you go. Cut, move, and you're still alive. Okay, you bleeded to death. Now I've got parts of your body. Good. So, butter pads. Yeah, research that. Pan flake fat pad. Damn, the research on that's taken quite some time. What about this? Does this research any faster? Yeah. One thing at a time. We will research one thing at a time. And then he'll be able to teach me how to dig up dirt. I like digging up dirt. Digging up dirt makes me feel alive. Also, give me more floors. There we go. Those are some floors that I can use. And I might be able to build me a bridge with them. So, floors. Yeah, can't place it in water. Damn. That's how I crossed bodies of water in the first game, using floors to build bridges. Any more insights? Yeah, that still ain't done, but it will be done in the next episode, because I'm all out of time for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Goodbye.